I know the place.
Oh, hold on. I was just about to open my new drink. I got a sparkling fruit 2-0 mixed berry. No alcohol tonight. I want to be completely aware as to appreciate my Lovecraft. Look at that big old beast in the background.
Who left this light on?
So it seems like I just gain points as I go through the game. Oh, there's some vermin. I promised I'd kill some vermin. Okay, so far so linear. I do want to look at my points though. Only got 2 points. Would be good to maybe go over some of the information I have. Stephen Webster, he was the yeah, he was the one that told me to go on this mission. Sent me on this case, prove his daughter's not mad. Charles Hawkins is deceased. He was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. She probably wasn't Sarah Hawkins then. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island Darkwater. They had a child named Simon, and they lived very secretively. Sarah Hawkins, oh, I guess that's what she looked like. Oh, there's a lot of information here. She was a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me," which is a good way to get into trouble. Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. Wealthy Boston heiress, known for party going, chose to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in the fire remained a secret. Oh, Simon Hawkins is the schoolboy, only son of Sarah and Charles. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Then we got Roy. Yeah, he's the owner. Prohibition has no hole in the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors. Yep, he's devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. He has lots of trophies. He'll talk freely on this subject. Far less enthusiastic one is to inquire about its source of liquor. It's probably from Cat. He's the captain that got me here. Oh, his thing is called the Charybdis. That's a weird name. The only boat that still goes between Darkwater and Boston. He's been a helpful guy. Not as helpful as Officer Bradley, though. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth. Of course, that's not his best side, you know, the one with the big scar. But I guess everyone's facing that way. And then there's Silas. He's the old caretaker. Come agency, the island of Darkwater, the port, stranded whale, the gardens. This is the interesting stuff, the occult. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors, and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are a testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. That's a pretty cool painting. The miraculous catch, which I learned all about, and then the Saint Bredon statue that was defaced. And I got this wooden whale. I mean, I got a number of clues from other places. I wonder if there's trophies for catching all of these clues. So far, I just have the whale for chapter 3. And this key. Oh, excuse me. The food's just left out? Ew. Gross. I guess I could use a light source as well. Well, I mean, if it's out, we might as well eat. There's a toy at the table here. This must be where the boy sat.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh, right, it's the reconstruction thing. I'll take another drink. I got a canker sore that's bothering me, so I really need to keep my mouth comfortable.
kind of meat is this?
It's meat. What more do you need to know? Looks like it's got an eyeball and some tentacles. Just eat it. It's delicious.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Oh, he stood up and knocked his chair over. I guess the chair was knocked over. I didn't see it beforehand. Yeah, the meat's one of the few things with color. Not a hell of a lot else to interact with here. A painting should be something I could take note of. Strange that the officer's just gone completely. So what, am I just phasing through him in reality? Oh, there's some light there. Some color, rather. Yeah, here we go. Good thing I bent down to look under the table. I wouldn't have seen it.
Probably here.
Yeah, I said that because of the
Smashed his
toy.
plate on the floor.
Ah, this is the next one.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Because she's a
happened at this
vegetarian.
table. An argument?
Guess that's it for this scene. I'll leave it. Maybe I'll try some of the meat. Try to get an idea of what it is.
Daydreaming again.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
You don't want to try some of this with me? Oh well, suit yourself. Oh, I can examine it here.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Why didn't they put Charles in the painting? That's why he was so angry. Yeah, I guess I should be looking at these paintings a bit more. That's clearly the site of the burn. So let's look around a bit. Oh, this is a nice
Charles
one.
and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
So she's in a lot of her paintings, which is weird because it's kind of hard to look at yourself. Unless you're painting from a photo. They did have photos.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It's common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Yeah, the pyramids are pretty spooky too. There's some creepy shit that goes
Too
on in
much
pyramids.
rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Yeah, let's keep it nice and linear for stupid people like me.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Oh, wonderful. As child corpses are known to do.
They had a fight. Why?
Smashed oil lamp will do it. What time did this
Did
happen?
it stop at the time of the fire?
Perhaps it did. Oh. What y'all fighting about? I see something down here.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
I guess there she is. He pushed her onto the table? Oh, because she was wearing shoes indoors. Yeah, a lot of this is just people overreacting. He's mad because he wasn't in the painting. She was wearing shoes indoors. The kid had his toys at the dinner table. Like, yeah, this man lost his mind and killed everyone. And if you ask me, he was right to.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Who wasn't? Anyways, I got the check mark. So that means I'm done here. It's not letting me leave the scene. Yeah, there he is, drinking heavily. I got the check for finding all the things. Perhaps I... Ah.
Did someone escape the fire?
Scratch marks on the door. Odd that you'd scratch the door on your way out. But who am I to question? Oh, this is lit up too. This must be where that painting was.
On the docks really came from here. How come it didn't burn?
Alright, now it's telling me I can leave. I got all the clues I need.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident.
Yeah, I've already pieced it together. It's a family of menaces.
This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
There's another one of those dang toys. The kid never picked up after himself either, apparently.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
What do you make of it? Well, this one seems rude to him, and I want to be pals. This one seems like I'm confused. I want him to know that I'm confident. And this one is the one I'm going for. The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
The couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
And that's to go into this room. Got a CP for it. This is the way I got in here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next room. Or hallway. Yeah, this is just the way around here.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Oh, I don't want you to get in trouble. No, this isn't something. That's definitely something I should be able to look at.
This door is locked.
Good thing I announced it. It wasn't obvious. There's just fucking books and sheets everywhere. Ah, more vermin. Oh, this book's important. Oh, it's another medicine book. Is this giving me more medicine points? Hells yeah, it is. Yeah, that meter's filling up. Huh, I wonder why it let me put into these things at the beginning of the game. Maybe it's like I can put points there at the beginning only as a little added boost in case I'm not confident that I'll find everything. Whatever the case, I'm gonna hold on to my 3 CPs. Things looked a little sparkly over here for a moment. Oh, what is this? Bloody bandages?
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Huh. Ain't that something? I've got a big old wound on my hand that I actually, in the break I just took the band-aid off to give it some air. Ladder got knocked down? Oh, because it's a very tall bookshelf. Man, imagine having a bookshelf that tall. That's ridiculous.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Maybe he was the one that wrote that song that the guys were singing. Do I want to go upstairs? I don't think that I do.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I haven't read the original Frankenstein. Oh, my lighter just went out. The hell was that, lightning? I guess so. Anyways, let's try going upstairs if that's the way I'm expected to go now. Oh, it's just... Alright. Nice and linear. Thank you. Just the way I like it. Got some eerie noise in here. Gotta make a circuit of the room. Oh, see, he wasn't a painting after all. Nothing to get so worked up over. Oh, that's more medicine books. Good thing I've got that eagle eye. I'm gonna level that up in no time. A lot of books around, so I guess that makes sense. I'm just studying my medicine. Don't mind me.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Yeah, look at the state of it. Books and paper everywhere. It's a mess. Like, I get that you have a lot of space to cover. You have a big house. But, like, clean up after yourself. Just always clean up after yourself. Oh, that book stood out for some reason. This one stands out even more. Oh, it's Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
That is another
Mandatory
important book that I have not read.
Whaler, I guess.
I'm not a whaler though, so I guess it's forgivable if I haven't read it. There's a lot of like I've read a couple popular things like Beowulf, the Bible, Dante's Divine Comedy.
About Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Is that all you have to
If
say?
you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
I guess I don't need that out
Well,
anymore. Oh, piano.
Not much, to be honest.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
What's the point of having pianos are super expensive and hard to move. If you're gonna have a piano, at least learn to play it. Jeez. I think that's just about everything down here. There's fucking books on the steps. Books in the corner here. I mean, it's not like they didn't have the book space. There's lots of space between these books. Oh.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Well, there's so much space in between these books. And even more over there. There's no reason there should just be books piled here. Christ alive, people. It's driving me insane. That's where the madness is coming from. All this mess. I hate this mess. Let's turn on this lamp. So that I can read this. But there's a lamp right there. I turned on for that purpose. Whatever.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead.
Hecate.
Daughter of Tartarus. And mother of Scylla.
I always thought it was Hecate. That's the problem with silly names like that. You don't really ever hear them said. Or at least I don't. And I don't really keep the company of people that do a lot of reading. Nope, that's not a real door. Ah, this is a real book though.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh, yeah, I haven't read that either. Well, they have a lot of important books here that I have not read.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
That looks like a cool thing that's happening.
A book on hunting whales. the island's staple diet last century.
It's kind of weird that they're just like insignificant books. Like, look, how would I know to pick out this one specifically?
This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Pretty incredible that these are all individually modeled, though. The world, the man. I mean, I'm sure they're the exact same right next to each other. Yeah, see, there's the world and the man. But I mean, it's still a really impressive asset. This lamp was already on.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Nothing written on the back. There will be something written on the back, though, I swear. It's coming. And I'm gonna be ready when it does. Right, that's the way I could not come before. That must be a shortcut, which I don't need right now. Another one of her paintings. Maybe. That doesn't look like one of her paintings. It looks too normal and nice. Maybe that's one of hers. Ah! Little ratty. That's remarkable. Oh. Found a little key. That one was way less obvious. I hope I can't go up these stairs. We should really do the first door we come to. Okay, yeah. I came in this way. What's this door? That's the one with the key I found, I suppose. Oh, she's into some shit. Oh, jeez.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Let's close that so I can get closer to the table.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
That's a lot of paintings. I don't necessarily need to read all that, but I do need to look on the other side.
It seems the last
Account
one was
book.
given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Yeah, what do I have to do to get a free painting? Yes, definitely something to
Sarah
investigate.
Hawkins interested in the occult. What was she trying to achieve?
I want to know a little more about ceremonial circles. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Okay. Yeah, these kind of circles are sketchy as shit.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Oh, that's nice. He scribbled a kind word to his wife. I should scribble kind words to Kim more often.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Well, I guess I should try to get in.
Is that you?
Oh, this room is dark as shit. This must be the kids' room.
The boys' room.
Yeah, he's made a little town. Before I reconstruct anything, let's look for clues in this reality. Fucking nothing. Oh, it's the Wizard of Oz. Okay. Oh, this book. Can I not look at this book? It's lit up. This is lit up too. I must have to start with this thing. I saw this on the way over there.
Child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Oh, now we can read the book.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Isn't that full of racism? I think I have read that one though. I don't remember.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Oh,
what
are you trying to
was
kill
wrong
him?
with this family?
You shouldn't give a child sleeping pills. You're asking for trouble. Nope, that lit up in my peripherals for fun. Oh, these are some scary ass pictures. Just faceless things with just mouths. That's cool as shit.
Nightmarish vision could have inspired them. Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Guess we're done here then. I don't know why that's a thing I have to do. Like, I don't know why it just doesn't go in and out of that mode automatically if it's somewhat enforced. Yeah, it was knocked to the ground at some point. Okay. This was the room I couldn't get into from Sarah's room. Ah, I can get into it from here, though.
What will
That's
her
nice.
room reveal about her?
I thought this was barred. Oh, there's a key. Doesn't look like I
This
could do it.
padlock is too complicated for me.
Dang
It's
it.
no use. The padlock won't give.
I'm not strong or intelligent enough for this padlock. Ah, I knew this was a thing.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Alright, 75 mg of amabarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 mg of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment. Nothing on the back.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
I don't understand that stuff. And some big fancy ass words. Too fancy for me.
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. If that I know something. Yep, getting addicted to medicine, that sucks. I'm really bad at sleeping, but I take melatonin. Because it doesn't fuck you up. It just helps a bit. without ruining all your shit. Ah, there's something.
Hmm.
Spooky ass book. Oh, it's her sketches. Looks like a gallery of horrors. Then anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? Yeah, that's spooky shit. Sketchbook. Yeah, I guess that's all the things in this room. So I have many clues here. Burnt shoe. Smashed oil lamp, the scenes, a bunch of letters, more scenes, more stuff. There's a lot of friggin' clues. I think that's all I can do in this room. I don't really need to break the thing into the next room anyways. This wasn't slightly ajar when I looked, was it? I mean, I did hear something that I thought was the cop. Uh-oh.
Is anyone there?
Could be that old guy. Can't forget he's still around. Oh, is that a painting of me? How nice. Oh, I'm being assaulted. I'm being cult assaulted.
You! Stop!
I better chase him down. Yeah, to take forever. Where did he go?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Can I climb back up there? I wasn't really finished in that room. Can I not switch back to later? I see that this has a meter. Can I maybe switch from here to later? Oh yeah, I can with the D-pad. Nice. Okay.
I'll cover you.
Oh, now it's telling me. Well, I already figured it out. I'd really like to finish examining that room. But I sort of rushed down here. Yeah, you know what? I am going to backtrack. I bet there's something up there for sure. Was this the thing I already looked at?
An original edition of Mary
Yeah, I did.
Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 18.
Should be pretty fast. It just took me a while to get there because I was looking at all the things along the way. And it would be nice to have a clue as to why he was there. This looks like where she was doing all her painting and shit. Canvases everywhere. Paint spilled. It's a huge fucking mess. Like every other room in the house, but this is a particularly bad mess. It is absurd that there is not a thing I can interact with in here. Completely absurd. Look at how detailed this room is. It can't just be for nothing. I must be able to come back here. Oh no, I can't do this again. I gotta go the long way around. That's a bummer.